Hello, my name is Trent, and I'm going to do an energy healing for you today. It's going to be a bit more of a guided one compared to my silent ones, just to make it more interactive and fun, while also helping it be more effective. So, in this session, I might give some insights or lessons that come through to me as I'm doing the energy work, as that usually happens. And I will tell you what I'm doing when I'm doing it, and if you would prefer to just have it play in the background, that's fine too. You can either mute it and play your own music, or you can just listen to my voice and the music that I'll be putting in. Either way, you can even do it on mute and it'll still work. So it's really up to your comfort. All you have to do is open and relax. And you don't even have to be in a relaxed state, just as long as you are open to the energy, it will work. So, to get started, we're just going to bring some energy in. You might feel the warmth already. And we're going to bring it down to the heart, and then down through the body, down into the earth. And quickly, like a trampoline is at the center of the earth, it'll bounce back up, and you'll be grounded to Mother Earth. And we'll connect you to Father Sky, to all the stars in the cosmos, and all the conscious energy, in through the crown, down into the heart, meeting with the earth energy and combining into this love, into heart. And we will ask this energy to assist us in this energy healing. I also will ask your guides, your loved ones, your angels, whatever you want to call them, the support team that is with you, to be here and make sure that this energy healing serves you in the best way it can, and to receive what you're ready for, and to let the rest just fall off of you and go to the universe where it can be used beneficially. Now we will continue into priming your aura. And how I do this is I first fill you with light. And then you can imagine with me that your aura, your sense of boundary around you is pushed into your room, into the space, the town, the city around you, across the state lines or across into another county or another area miles and miles away, crossing the whole country or continent, crossing out into the sky, past into the solar system, into the galaxy, out of the galaxy. Good. And you might feel spacious and open. And this is where I will draw the mental and emotional Reiki symbol, Seiki. And we will ask, as well with the distance symbol, Consciousation, to cleanse your aura. Usually a sense of quiet comes into the mind when we expand it out this much and allow it to be cleared, to realign with the natural cosmic energy, cosmic being. Good. And then we will slowly, in the time that feels right for you, come back down through the galaxy, into the solar system, into our planet, down to your continent, your country, down closer and closer until it's in your home, where you are, and finally back to your body. Just take a deep breath. Allow yourself to settle. And now we will begin checking out the collective's chakras to see where we could do some energy healing to help with our energetic boundaries. I'm going to start with the third eye. I'm feeling that it could be possible for you, and this is true for many of us, I think, that we have a racing mind. We have a mind that doubts and judges and fears and projects those fears into the future, or haunts us with our past, shame or guilt or fear, sadness, grief. But it feels to me, in this term of, under this umbrella of energetic boundary, drawing the chakra power symbol from Reiki to give some extra energy here. It seems as though under this umbrella of energetic boundary, it has to do with our attention. Our attention is our life force, our lifetime, and we have limited of it. We don't get infinite attention or time to spend it. And so we have our precious life force energy, our time on this earth, and our attention to give as we please. Of course, moving to the solar plexus, we do have to do so much, and a lot requires our attention, commands it, and we can't ignore it. That can be external or internal. And so, to see when you do have the free choice of your attention, and seeing perhaps you are giving that attention to someone, something, some event, some relationship, some aspect outside of yourself, usually, that really divides you or conflicts you, makes you feel anxious or worried. Essentially, you're giving your power away, you could say. Not to say that, I'm going to move to the throat chakra now, that you don't have human experience. You do, of course. There's all the emotions, all the circumstances, everything is included. You're allowed to feel, to be distracted, to desire, to be worried, to be anxious, to want love. It's all allowed, of course. But we can tell the truth. I'm going to work on the throat and heart chakra now. We can tell the truth when we are making a choice that we know isn't the right one. When we are giving our attention away, when we know it's not worth it. When we are giving away our lifetime to something that's not worth it. That's within our control. And that's the caveat. There's lots that's not in our control. There's lots we have to do that we don't want to do. But when it comes to our own time alone with ourselves or with the people we love, or want to love or be loved by. There is an option to really be secure in yourself. And a big step with that is boundaries. I work on the crown and the root chakra. There is, of course, physical boundaries, distance, the amount of time you spend with someone. There's emotional boundaries, what you share, what you keep private. And there's all sorts of boundaries. Move to the sacral. But when it comes to your energy, energy is a field. It is a field we all share, contribute to, like a lake, and we all have our individual ripples going out, and those ripples do affect us, and we affect others around us. You could say that your waves are felt through the entire cosmos. And so, with the overwhelming amount of data, sensory input, information, and energy, all the waves coming at us, and on the shoulders now, just to relieve some burden, some heaviness, and the heart as well. That feels good. Well, all those boundaries are important. Physical boundaries, emotional boundaries. There is so much to learn when it comes to self-respect and honoring yourself and others. And I think looking into how to set healthy boundaries is incredible work to do. And I encourage you to do it. But this energy healing, we're working on the neck now, back of the head, is for your boundaries, energetically. And those waves that come at you can meet this boundary. Now, when I've worked with people in setting this energetic boundary, a lot of people are worried that there is I'm gonna work on the stomach now. Only two options, and that is either a wall up and nothing gets in, or the wall down and everything gets in. And I'm here to give you the good news that your energy barrier can be porous. It lets in all the good of life. Back to the third eye, around the crown. It lets in life and love, joy, even what's needed. It allows for you to be as you are, in your entirety, as your whole self, settling into your sovereignty, into your own individual sense of self, your energy. And oddly, when you really fall into that energy, you feel connected to all energy. Because really, when you're really centered in yourself, you naturally feel connected to all of life, to love, to others. You might even stop seeing life and love and others as separate from yourself. You can all feel like one love. And so, the boundaries are really for the illusion part, where we feel separate, just balancing the chakras now as a whole. That really, in the world of separation, we need boundaries to survive, to be healthy mentally, mentally, emotionally, to regulate our nervous system, feel okay in our bodies. We're gonna ground again to Mother. Working on the feet. And so, you can put up as many boundaries as you want. All the boundaries inside of yourself. Working on the heart now. And solar plexus. You can always, in the safety of your own space, when you have the privilege of not being chased or having to run or hide or fight or survive, when you have some time to yourself, you can open to yourself totally. And you can keep all the boundaries with the world and with others up. And you can take them down when you want, and you can put them back up. You can let them all go, so you can feel free and open, and you can put them back up when you need them, and still know who you are underneath those boundaries. And so, you have this beautiful power in you to use your attention, your imagination, if you can't visually see, to feel, or to even just intend, to cover yourself in protective energy. Most people would do a white light. I tend to do a golden light, but it can come through as violet, purple, blue, green, orange. Moving to the hips now. And so, a lot of our energetic boundary is felt in relationships, in intimacy. And so we have power dynamics that become unhealthy, and we can feel that in our energetic body, and we can feel there's a imbalance of give and take. So energetic boundaries aren't just about keeping things out that you don't need. It's also about making sure what you're giving out and receiving is balanced. And that when it's imbalanced, you stop giving out. Again, crown chakra, solar plexus at the same time. And some of the eyes. A lot of times, back to the heart, we don't really feel like we want to be with ourselves, or like our bodies are too uncomfortable to be in, or there is too much grief or sadness or fear. Whatever it may be, and that can be true. There's a time where you need support and distraction and nervous system, R&R, rest and relaxation. And then there's a time for when you're ready to come back to yourself and open to those difficult emotions. And that, I'm gonna go to the ears. And that can be done in a place of safety, like a therapist's office, or with a friend, a loved one, a partner. But when it comes to just ordinary emotions that we deal with in every life, I'm not speaking of the huge traumatic ones that need a little extra tender care, but the ordinary emotions that can go all the way to existential, huge emotions, that you have the capacity to open, to let go of your boundaries between yourself and your emotions, and really have that transparency with yourself. When it comes to people, we're going to work back on the aura. To people who are negative or are disrupting your energy or fighting you or judging you, misperceiving you, or even attacking or abusing you, there's a complexity. And you have so much out of your control in those circumstances, in those types of relationships. And it's not always easy to get out of them, to leave the relationship, whatever that may be. And so, energetic boundaries can be a lifesaver for some people, where their negativity can just slide off of you, or maybe not get to you as much as it could have. You feel a sense of peace within the environment of chaos, that you can find your center within the storm. And so you might begin to feel it now. The energy's going into the knees, down into the feet again, and throughout the whole torso. It's now kind of moving like a whole washing of the system. You might begin to feel how much room is inside of you now, how much space and energy and attention is freed up when we have these boundaries up, these healthy, energetic boundaries. Not fighting or resisting or pushing away, but simply with light and love, with attention centered on yourself. You are able to, without fighting and forcing and pushing away, create a space for yourself that is protected and yours. And this space always exists. It is your inner world, but it can get a bit difficult to access when our attention and our mind work on the crown again, in the heart and solar plexus. Our mind can get so in the way, so cluttered. Our lives can be so complicated and so full of struggles and challenges on so many levels that it feels impossible to have those healthy boundaries. But that is the gift of energy healing. So we make what seems impossible and arduous and like it would take lots of work, immediate and easy. You just bring the light throughout your body and around yourself, around Mother Earth. Sometimes it's as simple as stopping and opening. So now that's what we're going to do now. You can sit with me in meditation and just stop and open. This is when you sit in your center, it naturally builds a field around you, a natural energetic boundary, because it's your heart resonance. And when you are really in tune with that, then you naturally feel things can't get to you as much as they would. Okay? So just relax. Let your mind do what it does. Think, doubt, question, resist, contract, or get inside. Release, open. But meanwhile, you are just letting yourself open. Simply be. No expectations. Nothing to do. Nobody to be. Nothing to prove. Nothing to run from, or fight, or hide from. For this moment. For this time. Just let it all come to rest. Just open. And this can feel a bit like a struggle. But if you allow the struggle, let yourself resist. Let yourself do it wrong. Let yourself be human, flawed, not knowing what to do or how to do it. Just give space to yourself. Give yourself a break. It's very good. And you can see, how does it feel when I just let myself be? And we're going to ground again. We're going to ask that the crown and third eye open and close as needed to keep the energy balanced, so it's not overwhelming and it's not blocked or under energized. It's just right. I'm now receiving the insight that a lot of our energetic boundary problems are actually kind of like a paranoia or a projection of our fear, or it can be kind of like when you're in a room and somebody laughs, and maybe this happened more when we were young, but you assume, or maybe they're laughing at me. It's kind of like that. Sometimes our boundaries aren't needed where we think they are. More about drama, or you're just investing too much into something, and it's really just time to cut your losses. And sometimes it is a real thing that needs real boundaries. But I just really want to make it clear that I feel this energy is working on the mind. Because sometimes it is really our own fear and insecurity and anxiety creating this sense of an enemy or some kind of entity or some kind of force outside of ourselves trying to get us or trying to steal from us or trying to bring us down, when often it is our own unconscious, subconscious, or our superego, the one that judges and tells us we're right or wrong. It becomes a tyrant. Our own mind can become a tyrant that splits off from us, and it can feel like this outside force, but this energy is showing me that when we fall into our healthy boundary energetically, we get clarity about that mechanism, and it has a chance to stop, to really not follow those thoughts of some enemy, some force, some darkness, or whatever, out to get you. And not to diminish those feelings or deny them. True or not is irrelevant. The point is that when you, regardless, come into your boundary, into your healthy, energetic body, it can't reach you. It is not even in your view. And so, a good way to tell that is if you are sensing an energy or something that is not in this present moment, that is not right in front of you, and you can see that it has some kind of quality of either the past or the future or some distance from you. And that means your mind has to reconnect to it in some way. In some way you have given attention out of yourself and given power to this. All that to say, it's not your fault. It's not a blame game going on here. It is more so that we are conditioned to doubt ourselves, to judge ourselves, to feel insecure or like we aren't worth love, so many things. And those can become their own emotional, energetic force, and it can genuinely feel like it's not you doing it. But that's the beauty of this energy session, is it brings the power back to you. Not so you have to fight all of these inner demons, right? So that you see they weren't even real. It's really mostly in that circumstance when it is just your own mind splits from itself, that when you open within the space of safety, of energetic boundary, you can end that split. It doesn't need to split off anymore, and you'll feel immediate relief. And even if the split continues, even if it shows up as still a force outside of you, there will be a sense of power given back to yourself. A sense of strength, inner strength. But just see if you're relaxing, just relax deeper, open deeper. And if it feels good, open to how good it feels. See if it feels even better. And if you're in a negative state, or what you would label a negative state, allow it to be here. And don't label it as right and wrong, or something to get rid of, something to fix. Instead, for this time, it's all simply here. And there's room, plenty of room, for you, all of you, to be here, at rest, putting your burdens down. You can just see how good it feels to put everything down, to stop the fight, put down your weapons. You can always pick them up later. But for now, you're just gonna let go. And letting go isn't a thing you do, it's more of a thing you don't do. Effort and holding on is a thing you do. So really letting go is more of a stopping of doing, holding on. And then naturally, letting go is here. In this portion of the energy healing session, be a bit more powerful. I feel the energy is about to work on actual relationships, actual places where we need our boundaries, energetically or otherwise, to be affirmed or reestablished or strengthened or put up for the first time. So you can bring up whoever, whatever you feel you want a boundary with. You want that energetic protection. Or even just you want balance restored. You want your power back. Maybe you've given yourself away too much to someone. Whatever it is. I can feel the energy working on it already. Just bring up the feelings of those negative feelings when they're with you, around you, thinking of you, whatever you might project or think is happening. Bring up those negative feelings, and in this moment, the energy is going to go to it. Transmute it, release it. Dissolve it, reveal its insubstantiality. And instead reveal the true substance of your being. Simply being here. I'd encourage you to simply open to whatever arises now. Good. And now we're going to bring you into your soul, into your heart. surround you with white light one last time. Bring Father Sky and Mother Earth into your heart. Merge them as love. We're going to ask this energy to clear all obstacles in your life, to bring all that's good, and to bless your life on every level. And we're going to ground all the way into Mother Earth. Wiggle your toes or rub your hands. Stretch. Take a deep breath. And you may, if you want, just settle. Stay laying down, stay sitting down, and just let this percolate through until you're ready to get up. Thank you. All my love. Till next time.